Is Zayne Parekh about to remind everyone why he's considered one of the most dynamic defensemen of his generation by dominating the World Junior Championship and reigniting his confidence after a humbling NHL transition? The mission to reclaim gold at the World Junior Hockey Championship just got a massive reinforcement. On Tuesday, December 16th, 2025, it was confirmed that defenseman Zayne Parekh, a top 10 draft pick and current Calgary Flames player, has been loaned to Team Canada. The news, reported by Canadian press and confirmed by analysts like Stephen Ellis, fundamentally changes the trajectory of Canada's defensive core. Parekh, who was navigating his first full season in the NHL, accepted the invitation from general manager Craig Conroy to step down in competition level temporarily. The objective? Reclaim confidence, dominate against players his own age, and bring the gold home alongside other elite talents like Montreal Canadiens prospect Michael Hage. For Parekh, the 2025 to 2026 season has been a harsh dose of reality. After a historic 107-point campaign in the Ontario Hockey League, the transition to the NHL has been marked by an upper body injury in November and timid production with just one assist in 11 games. Craig Conroy noticed that the 19-year-old wasn't smiling the way he used to. The World Junior Championship emerges as the perfect therapy, a stage where he can be the big dog, break ankles with his dribbling ability, and remind the world why he's considered one of the most dynamic defensemen of his generation. Let's talk about what makes Parekh so special, because his skill set is genuinely rare. Canada's head coach Dale Hunter didn't hold back in his praise. He calls Parekh an ankle breaker, and that's not hyperbole. Hunter's exact words are telling. He does some of our wingers falling down. He does a body dribble, has great hands and great vision. That's the language of a coach who's seen elite offensive talent. Parekh isn't just a defenseman who can move the puck. He's a defenseman who can create offense out of nothing, who can take over games in the back end, who can make plays that leave opponents embarrassed. The tactical role Parekh will assume at the World Juniors is crucial. With the absence of other elite offensive defensemen, he'll have free rein to cause offensive chaos. He's going to lead the first power play unit, which is a weapon that failed miserably for Canada last year. This is his chance to prove he's not just a prospect with potential. This is his chance to prove he's a game changer. And for a 19-year-old who was cut from the team last year, the redemption narrative is powerful. Parekh was cut from Canada's World Junior team the previous year. He says he doesn't hold grudges, but the chant for redemption is obvious and compelling. His mentality going into this tournament is refreshingly straightforward. I just want to go, have fun, and get my rhythm back. That's the mindset of a young player who understands what's at stake. He's not trying to prove he's the best player in the world. He's trying to prove he belongs, that he's ready, that the confidence that made him a top 10 draft pick is still there. But while all eyes are on Parekh, Montreal Canadiens fans have a special reason to watch this tournament. Michael Hage. Hage, selected in the first round of the 2024 draft by the Habs, earned his spot on the roster after lighting up the NCAA with the University of Michigan. He's projected as one of the team's offensive centers, and his speed and scoring ability fit perfectly into an attack that desperately needs goals. Seeing Hage play alongside talents like Gavin McKenna, the phenomenal prospect projected to be the #1 pick in 2026, will be a preview of the future at the Bell Center. The roster Canada has assembled is genuinely stacked. Beyond Parekh and Hage, the team includes McKenna, who's already being discussed as a generational talent despite being younger than most of his teammates. Michael Misa is another NHL loan, borrowed from the San Jose Sharks. Misa was in the league, but was released for the tournament. With this collection of talent, with Parak and Misa descending from the NHL to compete. Any result that isn't gold will be considered a failure. The expectations are enormous, and they should be. The context of Canada's recent World Junior performance makes this tournament even more significant. Canada has suffered 2 consecutive quarterfinal eliminations. That's unacceptable for a hockey nation that's won more gold medals at this tournament than any other country. The narrative is simple. Redeem yourselves or face serious questions about player development and team construction. Parek's presence, his skill, and his motivation to prove himself after a difficult NHL start could be the difference between another disappointing exit and a triumphant return to the podium. Canada's debut is on December 26th, Boxing Day. For Zayne Parekh, it's a chance to escape the shadow of the NHL and shine under the national spotlight. For the Montreal Canadiens, it's the chance to see Michael Hage dominate on the international stage. For hockey fans everywhere, it's a chance to watch a super team attempt to reclaim the world. The World Junior Championship has always been about more than just hockey. It's about national pride, about young players proving they belong, about redemption and second chances. Zayne Parekh gets a second chance. Michael Hage gets his international stage. And Canada gets a chance to remind everyone why they're the gold standard of junior hockey. The Boxing Day show is about to begin, and it promises to be spectacular. Should Zayne Parekh's dominant performance at the World Juniors accelerate his NHL development timeline, or should the Calgary Flames be patient with his transition? What do you think about Michael Hage's chances to shine on the international stage? Drop your thoughts in the comments and hit that like button if you're excited to see these young stars represent Canada at the World Junior Championship.